Hi, this is Kaye from ClickZ. I'm here at the RNC speaking with Zac Moffatt, Digital Director of the Romney campaign. And as you may have noticed, there was some pretty cool stuff going on Twitter last night. The campaign and some of its surrogates and the RNC were all using the We Built It hashtag. And obviously a theme that has been seen throughout the campaign in recent months. And so I'm wondering, Zac, if you can tell me a little bit about how the coordination came together between getting those, that hashtag We Built It stuff happening on Twitter and complementing the live speeches.
Sure. So really, conventions are an opportunity for us to present the governor's plan for a stronger middle class and a stronger economy. And the way that you do that is by leveraging every platform available to you. So what we do in opportunities like this is we find alignment between the message that we're going to be using for the day and then making that social is amplifying that message, because that's really a way to go. And then in many ways, you're also seeding the conversation. We're starting it, but others are kind of looping back. And so, last night we saw 1.3 million tweets over a 24-hour period, which is kind of amazing. And then on YouTube, we had over 100,000 hours of streaming video watch, with the average person watching 33 minutes. So when you look at all of that, it's really kind of collectively a really kind of a large-scale enterprise. And then in terms of your question of coordinating it, we work closely. This is a campaign now that is completely digital first. And so what we do is we sit down with the strategy team, the production team, finally actually go through the line by line and say, okay, what opportunities do we have to leverage what we're doing to make sure that people are getting behind the scenes and getting, and being able to live kind of on a two-screen lifestyle. Your mobile phone, Twitter is your second screen, so you have what's going on television, and then you have your mobile phone.
Cool. Could you give me one example of, say, a particular speech? Maybe it's Ann Romney's, maybe it's Kelly Ayottes.
We can wait for a second if you want. You seem to want to sit right on top of us.
There we go.
Sure.
Could you just maybe give me an example of one particular speech that, where, I noticed, for instance, Kelly Ayotte and Ann Romney both had actual lines from their speeches in tweets that were employing that hashtag.
Ann was really unique because we have really not, as a campaign, not through the debates or anything else, have we used Twitter while the person was doing a conversation, was actually having debate, and we did that kind of on purpose. We always kind of felt that it wasn't really authentic, and it wasn't, but we thought that this was the best way to kind of complement what was going on, that if you made sure that the message was the same on television, it was kind of, to my point, of seeding the conversation. It made strategic sense for us because we thought that the people who were getting that message would think of it authentic because it is what she was saying at that exact time. So there was that, but there was definitely an internal dialogue that we had within the digital department of, do we send all these tweets when she gets off the stage? But we felt like people would already be moving on and there'd be so much more conversation, and because Twitter is so real time, we wanted to embrace that. But it's something that we really, really grappled with, that is to make sure that there was, have the speech, and you know how difficult it is, organizations like this, to get the speech, to make sure that it's exactly right, and then you're making sure that there's alignment and the timing is on, and that's a real testament to our, our social media team, and especially to Rebecca Heisler. She does a great job.
Great. Well, thanks talking to us, Zac.
My pleasure.